Hey guys, Q here, and I wanted to do a quick intro. This is my first ever collectible guide. I've never done one before, but this game has been out for about 2 months, and I noticed there wasn't one even in text form, so I figured I'd create one. I don't get paid to do this, so I just do it as a hobby. I only ever use free editing software, and this is actually the first time I've ever actually used a third-party software other than YouTube Editor. So let me know what you think. Leave some constructive criticism below, please. I tried my best to use point of reference for all of these collectibles because this game is very monochromatic and difficult to tell where you are at what time, especially on images. So that's why I chose to do a video collectible guide. So keep watching. These collectibles are cumulative, so if you get the one that you were missing, your trophy will pop. We'll start out here. Alright, so we're going to note 1. It's real easy. When you first get off the train, the subway train there, just on the left here, you're going to find a case with the first note. Now, again, I said I'm using point of reference, so we're going to go back to the train here, and we're going to go past the first note, as you see on the left there, and we're going to swing around in between these seats. There's going to be another case with the note. I already opened it. Forgot to record, but we have note 2 there. Alright, the next one, again, we're on the train. We're going to walk all the way around, basically, to the corner of this this terminal. So we're going to walk past all these pews and seats and everything, and just keep on going around. Like in this part, they're really not hard to follow. The video is not hard to follow, but later you may want to listen to my commentary for... Oop, I went to the wrong one there. Because, like I said, it's very monochromatic. So we're going to go to this glowing box here, and we're going to get our first Vox.
When I was 6, I was in a car accident, and I almost lost my leg. I bit my tongue off.
Now we're okay to start progressing the story. So you come out of that train, and we're just going to go in through the door at the end. There's a couple more cases around, but none of them have items. I think there is a little case with batteries if you want to grab it. This case on the left here has a dead crow, but we're going to go into the door that sounds like a typewriter. And right on the table here, we're going to have note number 3. There we go. Alright, you're going to come out of the note number 3, go down the stairs, and you're going to walk through this turnstile and see that poster. Take a right. We're going to go through this door, and this is kind of dark, so we're going to go in this hall and take a left, and then we're going to take a right, and there's actually a box that's a little bit hard to see. I was straightening my camera there. A little bit hard to see on the right there on the chair. So we're going to open that up and get note number 4. And we're back at that ovary painting or whatever. We're actually going to take a left this time, which is actually progression through the game. We're going to go down these stairs, and then we're going to take a right at this T intersection, and then an immediate left into this door. You're going to find yourself in a bathroom, and in the last stall is Vox number 2. Right in that box. Alright, so now we're outside. We're coming up from the subway station, and we're just gonna we're gonna lean right, and we're gonna have Vox number 3. So just keep going. This gate is open by this big charred mess here, and we're just gonna keep on going. And it's like sometimes in this game you feel like you're actually running. Other times you feel like it's a slow walk. But we're just gonna keep on the right there, and you'll eventually find this Vox here of some sort of tile or hieroglyphics. Alright, so we're going to go note number 5. We're going to take the same path just to make it easier, so lean right. And then at this big burn mark, we're going to lean right instead of left going through the gate. I think I looked to left here just to try and show perspective. You're going to see this archway, but we're going to keep on going. We're going to go up these stairs. And this is a note in a toolbox, which is actually a little strange. But it's going to be note number 5 right here. Alright, so we're going for box number 4. This one is really close. We're going to make a hard right, turn all the way around, and it's basically right behind us in a box on this couch. So we're going to get box number 4 here.
Some people are closer to that couch.
Alright, so now we're going to go note number 6 for the last one for this point of reference. We're actually going to take a left, and then just keep going straight. Once you make a 90-degree left, keep going straight. You have a little bit of right lean, but that's fine. Shouldn't be hard for you to find. And it's on this couch in the box there. Now, there is a roach cutscene type thing you can get inside the building to your right, but that's not needed. A little later in the level, you'll come across these weird intersections. You should be able to see this staircase before. So you're going to go up this staircase. You'll see the trash can lid there, and it's actually hidden in the dark in another toolbox is note number 7. After the staircase, as you progress, you're going to go down this set of stairs, and we're actually going to turn left right in the middle of the road here. There we go, and you see a little alleyway, and we're going to have box number 5 on your right on the couch.
What happens when you die, what happens to your mind? It's for eternity sort of thing.
Alright, we're considerably further. I think we already got pushed across. We're going to take a right at this intersection, the Wendingo, and you're going to see a little alleyway. It gets really dark, and we're going to get box number 6. We've already been pushed across the gap by the Wendingo. But you're going to see box number 6, and then for the next one, we're going to go back to that point of reference. We're going to go back to that point of reference, and instead of going right, we're going to go a little left and then right again, as you can see here, which is actually the point of progression as well. You're going to see that liquor sign. Just keep on going straight through to get this note. It's going to be a box on the right. This next one can be a little dark, so there's 2 paths that converge here. So I'm looking up the stairs. You could have come from there or the way we just did. But as you see, you're going to want to try and spot this kind of alleyway here. And we're going to make a hard left. It's really dark and can be a little hard to find. But you're going to keep going this way. You're going to see a TV on the left, toolbox. But we're actually looking for this cabinet for note number 9. And the next one's not too much further down. You're going to want to look. You can see the red glow in the distance. You're going to make another hard left. And this time, it's another TV type area, but we're not going to go all the way up because there's a cabinet on the right here with note number 10. Alright, note number 11, this is the area where the Wendingo knocks off the trash can up there, but you gotta wait for these stairs to retract, otherwise it won't let you go. So these stairs are gonna retract. There we go. And then you can come over here to the box to get note number 11. Alright, box number 7. This was a hard place to find a point of reference. We just came down some metal stairs that retracted. I'm going to look right, and you can see a Wendingo down there. But you're going to take left. I'm going to look right again. That's the progression, is to the right. But you're going to see all these wires on the ground, and that's what you're looking to follow. So you see the bloody door on the left with the blood all around it. You got to get this Vox first. I don't believe you can open that door until you get this Vox. But we're going to get this Vox in this box here, and then we're going to go back to the point of reference. And then actually go in that door. Alright, so note number 12, we're back to the point of reference. I'm going to look right and see the Wendingo lurking. Yep, there he is. I wanted to make sure he didn't see me. And again, there's that path to the right that's progression. But but we're just going to follow the wires again, except this time, since we got the Vox, that door is open. We're going to go in here and just go on to the end. You're going to open another door, and it might be kind of dark, but you're going to find note number 12. There it is. Alright, so this is a little later, and this is a hard one to get. You actually have to die or somehow lure the Wendigo away. You're going to see this doorway on your right with the light. You're actually going to see me die here. I'm just, to make it easy, after you get killed by a Wendingo, normally they will actually disappear. So, the progression is to the left, but you're gonna want to go to the right through that door, and you'll see the light on. So it should be hard to miss. And what's gonna happen if you die and then you come through here? You're gonna exit a doorway that's actually above that room. So we're gonna exit that doorway and take a left. We're gonna go down these stairs and flip a 180, and we're gonna be back into that room. Except this time the Wendigo's not there. And we're going to open a drawer to get note number 13. Alright, so now a little later you're going to see this big pipe as a point of reference. On the right is progression. We're not going down there where the candles are. We're going to keep going on the left and then take a right. And it's a little bit of a walk. But it's pretty straightforward. You're going to turn this corner and you're going to see the box for Vox number 8. Big pile of trash.
Walking down the street just shows how.
Alright, now we're going to progress. You get that girl who jumps out at you. Now you could go right, but we don't want to do that. We just want to keep going straight. And then you're going to turn right here, and you're going to see some scaffolding that you're going to climb down a bit. There we go. Actually, you're going around the scaffolding. And then when you get to the bottom, take a left, and there's a chest here with Vox number 9. With some sort of sea carbuncle thing.
And human beings are no exception. We're always evolving in that.
Alright, so now we're going to... this is right before a bunch of Wendigos. You're going to see these stairs. To the right is the Wendigos. To the left is a cabinet you can open. I didn't get a good point of reference for that, but if you're to the point where there's like 4 Wendigos, you passed it. So just look for those stairs particularly. Alright, so now we're in the next section. We're going to get note number 15 and the next Vox. I recorded in one clip. You're going to see the phone ringing and everything. We're going to actually make a hard right. And in this first cubby to the left of us, you're going to see the note in this glowing box. Note number 15. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Vox 10. From note 15, which we just picked up, you're essentially just going to keep going down. There's the phone again, back behind us, and you're just going to keep going down. To the left is a Wendingo behind a fence type, some bars, but hopefully, there we go. The cabinet will glow for you, and you can get this Vox. Vox number 10.
Whether it's human life or not, I think.
Now, this Vox is a little annoying. It's a long walk. You're going to come out of a long pipe, and you're finally down to where the water is. And to the left, you're going to see Dana, and you're going to want to make a right instead. Dana is picking up the picture she dropped from above, and you're going to take a right, and you're going to walk to the very end of this. Again, I don't use a bunch of editing software. I'm not familiar with it at all. I just do it as a hobby. I don't get paid for it. So I did not speed up this section. I wish I could, but I didn't. Honestly, it would have been a lot of work. And I try and let collectible guides be done by the people who get paid to do it, But for some reason, no one has created a collectible guide for this. So I figured I'd take my hand on it. It's taken a lot of effort, honestly. But just keep walking down this water, and you're going to see a desk at the end. There's the picture she dropped. If you followed Dana, you would have triggered a cutscene and then been stuck on the other side, so you can't backtrack. A lot of these you can't backtrack to get. But you're going to see this desk, and in the lower right cabinet of the desk, we're going to find box number 11, which looks to me like chocolate. I don't know why.
I think it's about enlightenment.
Like melted chocolate.
The next consciousness.
Alright, note number 16. When you wake up after the cutscene with Dana, you're going to find our little friend molesting us. And you push him off, and you get up. And then he's going to run to the left of us. Yeah, see there. And we're just going to keep going straight. Now, progression is to the left of us, but we're going to keep going straight to this light and through it. And we're going to find note number 16 on this gate door thing. Alright, now this is the point where your little friend wants you to molest him. And we're trying to push him away. We found his little hideout. Either he wants to molest him, or he's trying to stop you from going into his crib. I don't know. But as soon as you fall down here, on the left in the cabinet is going to be note number 17 in this cabinet here. Alright, after you made your choice in the arena here, you got a bunch of people looking around you. Just move on through, but before going through the gate, look right and you're going to see a chest here for box number 12.
It was just something inside of me that was steadily fighting, you know, the negative energies within me.
Alright, so you just entered the city, and we're going to go up these staircases. I already cleared out the enemy. There will be an enemy who wants to kill you up this, when we take a left here. There's the bridge on the right. We're going to take a left, and I'm making sure he's not there. And you're going to see him on the left, but we're actually going to take a right and see him on the left. We're going to take a right, and then a left, and you're going to see someone typing on a typewriter with no paper. But just to the side of him is going to be another box with note number 18. Alright, so now we're in the red light district. You can see the XXX sign there. You're going to see the red lights. Just hang left here near all the dumpsters. You're going to find note number 19. Using that same point of reference, instead of taking a left at the red lights there, we're going to take a right up these stairs, and we're going to keep going straight. There we go, we took a left. You're going to see some batteries there. And we're just basically just got to follow this path. It loops around. And you're going to see two enemies on your left. They will kill you if you're not quick about it, or if you mess with them a little bit. They will kill you, those two guys there. But just keep on going. You're going to get box number 13.
Like, probably by the time my brother's, like, 30, it'll be way...
Now, for note number 20, you should get to a point where a lot of people are engaging in hedonistic pleasures. There's some batteries here. To the right, you'll see the people dropping bricks on other people. To the left, the guard to the club or whatever. Just keep on going, and in this little cubby here, you'll find note number 20. Alright, after you've done that out-of-body experience, you're walking through the red light hall. You're going to go into this room of glory holes, and lean right, use your flashlight, and you'll see a note on the wall between Porky Pig and the cow glory holes. Note number 20. Alright, so now you're going to see this woman, she comes toward you on this bridge. Just hide until she starts walking away. Then you can follow her down. You see another guy down there with a cricket bat wanting to beat your ass, but we're going to lean right. This is also a way to go without getting hit by him. We're going to go into the building here and up the stairs. And you're going to take a left, you'll be on this little balcony area. You can see him below us. And take another left to find this chest with note number 22. Alright, shortly after, you'll see this little scene. You got a woman who wants to hurt you, and a guy who wants to, I don't think he wants to hurt you, actually. I've met with him before. But she's gonna break his heart. I'm showing you the scene so that you can wait until she starts walking away, or you can actually rush there. If you walk up to this area, you know where you are, you can just take this path immediately. She might hit you once, but it shouldn't knock you out, and you can get away from her without her chasing you. That's not cool. That is not cool. So like I said, I'm just hiding and leaning here. I'm going to wait for her to turn around. There we go. And so I'm making sure that she's not seeing me or turning her head and seeing me. Sorry, bro. Alright, we're actually going to make a right. Instead of following her, we're going to make a right. And you're going to find this alleyway type thing. We're going to take another left. And then you got to make a 180 at this little porch area. Just a full 180, and you'll see this box with box number 14.
I was standing still, so overwhelmed because I was blown open to all the energies. There were...
As you enter the theater lobby, to the left is the phone. Then there's a door that leads to the bathroom. But if you go toward the theater, to the left, you'll see this hallway with a set of stairs. And at the top of the stairs is note number 23. Alright, so here we're watching the theater scene. I did get a little turned around when recording this because I wasn't exactly sure where the point of reference I wanted to give you guys was. But either way, it's in the theater scene. I'm like, oh, maybe I should save him. No, wait, I'm recording a guide. Crap. Okay, and I wanted to make sure there wasn't any batteries over here, but you're just going to go out the doorway to exit this area, and just on your left, you're going to find, looking back toward the theater seats, you're going to find note number 24. Right as you exit the theater, you're going to see people in line waiting to hang themselves. And I got a little distracted. There's a glitch here real quick. Boom, floating rope. That was the rope she was holding to go hang herself. But there's the door, and you're just going to want to take a right, and you're going to see this chest right up on you. Box number 15. And there's this weird glowing thing to the left. I don't think you can see in the video.
It's wonder.
Alright, note number 25. This is the line of people waiting to hang themselves. And this is like kind of your first glimpse or your second glimpse of Fireman. We're just going to follow the path to the right, and then as soon as you're going to see him in the distance start glowing and coming out of the ground, it won't let... Yeah, see, there you go. When you start seeing that and that big rooms sign, go ahead and actually take a left. It won't let me move any faster. Take a left, and you're going to find note number 25 in this box waiting for you. Alright, this is after a cutscene. You're about to enter a broken memory, if you will, of a terminal. I don't know what this is exactly, but as you come in here, it wants you to answer the phone, but before you do that, lean right, and you're going to find a note on the desk here, and batteries in that toolbox. But that is going to be note number 26. Alright, as you go back down into the subway system, the first thing you're going to see is that red glowing guy. We're going to take a right, and this one can be hard to see because it's in the dark, but instead of going down the path straight there, just keep going around the center area, and you're going to see a box there with note number 27 between the two paths that actually lead to the same place. Alright, so this is after you answered the phone and you ran from the flame guy. The game progression wants you to go that way to the right, but we're actually just going to keep following the tracks all the way to the end here, and we're going to find box number 16. Cool thing about that last part is that if you answer the phone and then successfully run from Flame Man, it'll just take you back to essentially the same spot and you can progress. If you just try and go straight here without answering the phone, he'll pop out of the ground in front of you and kill you. So just answer the phone, run away from him, and you'll find yourself here for box number 16.
There's so much shadow and oppression and lies and confusion.
Alright, so you're going to see that Bathurst line sign, and this is the point of reference for about 4 things. First, you're going to want to go right. There's batteries to the left, but you go right to the tracks, and you're going to take a right again. Again, we're following the sign to Bathurst Lane is the point of reference. When you see that sign, you know you're in the right spot. I was fixing my camera there. And we're going to go into this stationary train car, and it's actually in the second car. After you come over here, there are some Wendingos that show up behind you, so just be careful when leaving this area. But on the left of the second car, you're going to find box number 17.
Stillness is a muscle. It's going in and into the core of our being.
Alright, there's the Bathurst sign again. This time, we're going to take a left, and we're going to get note 28 first, which is straight. We're going to go, and it's just down this little set of stairs, and in this cabinet here, locker here, we're going to find note number 28. These aren't cabinets, they're lockers. Alright, back at the Bathurst sign, we're going to take a left again, but instead of going straight, we're going to take another left and go through this turnstile area here. Now this is dark, and this is like an infinite loop thing. Get some batteries. But right past this ticket booth, if you will, on your right is a glowing chest with box number 18. If you continue down that path, it just infinitely loops.
There's so many unseen forces. There's esoteric realm.
Alright, we're back at the Bathurst sign, and now you want to do this one last. We're going to take a left, and instead of straight or left, we're finally going to go right. And right ahead of you is going to be a cabinet. Don't miss this one. I actually missed it when recording, had to re-record it. We got box number 19.
And I was looking at Hummingbird, and then
Alright, after you drop through the floor of blood, you're going to end up in this 4-way red area. You can see the blue room there, which has some batteries. But the writing on the wall. So we're going to go over this way, and you're going to see a TV doing some weird staticky thing. Basically, the TV is pointing right at the locker. Actually, no, this one's a cabinet. With note number 29. Alright, for note 30, this is going to be an area. Left is the door you're supposed to go. Right is a little scary part. But use this door as a point of reference. Don't go through the door yet. There's a cabinet right here with note number 30. And this is the part that was in the demo. Alright, so now we're actually going to go through the door. Now, if you do not turn around, you will not die. As you can see, I'm going to turn on my flashlight here. And you can see the shadow of the guy stalking me behind. If you turn around, he'll kill you. If you don't, you can just walk straight through here. If you do end up dying from that enemy, you'll actually come out of the door right on your left here. So we're going to go to this dresser and get note 31. But if you do die, you'll end up right here anyway, so you can't miss it. Alright, this is a T intersection. Progression is to the left, but you're going to want to turn right. See that big snake painting, and you're going to see the big open area. On this stool on the right is going to be Vox number 20. It's where the hammerhead sharks like to float by.
I just took a stick and I...
Now, since we got that last Vox on the right, we're going to take a left. And right before you go down the stairs, on the right, you see those batteries in the center, but on the right here is note 32. The Ragman. Alright, so this is after the big long sequence where you're on the train car and you see the Ragman who's like 500 feet tall. And this weird train path. Progression wants us to go to the right here. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep going up this warped, bendy train track. And basically right before we get to the point where we can't go any further, you're going to see a box on the bench here with note 33. Alright, so this is after you ran away from Note Man. You end up at the stairwell and hallway. Before you go up those next stairs, take a right. You're going to see those 3 mounted heads, and on the table here is note number 34. You can't miss it as long as you go down those stairs. Alright, easy to spot area. As soon as you get in this area, on the right, you're going to see a cabinet with Vox number 21. This is like the only bright, open, only place of color in this entire game. Just about. Lots of yellow.
It was not like a regular win.
And I chose to, because everything looks the same here, there's not really a point of reference, I just chose to record these 2 in succession.
The force of combining and meeting the force of the
But if you keep going down, these are kind of, they're because of how everything looks the same, you might be looking the other way when you pass it. So make sure you're looking on your right, because both of them are on your right. Vox number 22 is going to be on your right as well. If you get to the point where you walk into space, you went too far. You got to make sure you get both of these Voxes.
But where does it start? That's where our brain is. That's where our thoughts are processed. What is it?
Alright, so now we're in a place, in the next chapter, you're going to see all these big wires. This is after the red street light. All of these are going to be essentially recorded in succession. I'm using them as a point of reference. So you're going to see this first house that you can actually go into on your right. You're going to go into it, and I look around for a bit, but follow the house until you get to the box with note 35. Like I said, I recorded all of these in succession because it's a big kind of cluster F of an area. Clusterfuck of an area, so use the last collectible as a point of reference. So we got note 35 here. Alright, from note 35, we're going to continue through the house out the back door for Vox number 23. So we're going through the back door, see this car and this hill, this row of houses. We're actually going to go to the house straight across from us. Now, I did turn to try and make it to the last house first, but there's a Wendingo in the way. You see there's a Wendingo in the way right now as well. So I'm waiting for him to turn around. We're going to go to that house straight ahead of us. But you're going to see me turn right and then turn around to go into that house straight ahead of us. Waiting for him to clear. And so I'm going to look right, because there's 3 houses there. And I wanted to go there, but there's a Wendingo there, and he's looking my way. So I'm like, crap, okay. So we're going to go into this house, and we're going to get Vox number 23 in this dresser in the hallway. In the bottom drawer, we're going to get Vox number 23.
We end up in customs, halfway in the middle, and
after Vox 23, there's the dresser. We're going to keep going through the house. So instead of going back the way we came, see there's Vox 23. We're going to keep going through the house, go out the back door and take a hard right to go to the next door neighbor's house. Hard right and then hard right again. And you'll see note 36 sitting there on a pile of mattresses. There we go. Alright, so there's note 36. We're actually going to go back out the back door, the door we came into this house. There's the front door, so we're going to go back out the back door and make another right to go to the third house. Now, you do have to go around these rocks to get to it, but this is the path of least resistance, really. You can see that house on the right. This one is easy to miss. It's in the hallway, just like the dresser. Get some batteries here. And I was making sure that it wasn't here, but no. It's in the hallway, just like the dresser, except it's a fallen cabinet, locker on its side. Oh, no, it's a dresser. And the note is inside that, so don't miss that one. Alright, so there's the dresser we just got the last collectible from. We're going to go back out the back door, and then we're going to backtrack just a tad, but there's a reason I did this. We're going for Vox number 4, so we're going to backtrack, so we're going to take a left, and you'll see on the left the house where we got the 2 houses that we already went in to get the collectibles. And you're going to see me go into this house. Point of reference here is you're going to see the Thanksgiving table, the picnic tables, okay? You're going to want to go into this house. You don't have to, but I did just to be safe. I got some batteries as well. And I'm looking around because I'm like, wait, where'd it go? Oh, no, it's in the next house. And you're going to see me get the Wendingo. So, like I said, there's the picnic tables there, but there's there's stairs to the left of us, which we're going to end up going up. But so what I'm doing is I'm waiting for this Wendingo, and he keeps seeing me peek out of the door. So I'm like, God, gosh darn it. Oh, wait, there's a window. I can just look out the window to see when he's pathing away from me. So I'm trying to look out the window. I don't hear him. Okay, so there he is. And there he is. Okay, so he's pathing away, and from the picnic table, you just run left up these stairs, and you're going to find Vox number 24 on this couch. The reason I went this way was because this next Vox can be hard to find. You can skip it entirely because it's not in a house or anything. But you want to be in this house after Vox 24 because you're not going to go out the front door. You're going to go out the back door of this house, and it leads to an area that you can't really get to another way. Well, you can, but this is the easiest way. You're going to see a graveyard. Now, you're going to want to walk on the right side of this water tower, but as you can see, that Wendingo decided to block my path. So we're just going to wait for him to move out of the way. And what you're going to see, I'm going to walk up and get the Vox, but then I'm going to immediately walk away because I don't want him to, like, turn around and see me or sneak up on me. So just stay on the right here. You're going to see the Stonehenge of cars. Stonehenge of cars. And right in the center is Vox number 25. And like I said, like there, I think he saw me. But right on that light post, you're going to get Vox number 25. There you go, and notice I just dropped it immediately and kept going. Vox number 26, we're going to keep going, and you're going to, through the cars, and you're going to see this farmhouse. We're going to go into this farmhouse type area. Like I said, this is a big cluster, so use the last collectibles as a point of reference for these ones. We're going to go through, and we're going to go out the door, and we're going to go into the next farmhouse. So again, use the last collectibles as a point of reference for these. You're going to get Vox number 26 here in the end of the farmhouse.
You know, I don't know why they get hassled so much by the law. They're trying to lock
Let's fix my camera there. Alright, so now you've gone a bit. You've already talked to yourself in the mirror. You're going to come up on this area with lots of wires on the ground. And you're going to see a farmhouse on your right and a big staircase to the left. We're going to go into that farmhouse on the right. Warehouse, farmhouse, whatever have you. Follow the wires in. And in the end here, we're going to find note number 38. As you exit the farmhouse, you'll see the big staircase for the next one. At some point, you'll see a big, long staircase. Go up, and you'll see a bunch of chairs and 2 Wendingos. I just chanced it. They saw me, but hang left. And in this house, you're going to see Vox number 27. Now, you can go to the next collectible from here, obviously, but I used that big, long stairway thing as a point of reference. There it is. It's in a cabinet right next to the door.
Everything in life happens for a reason, period. Everything has led up.
Alright, we're going up the stairs again, but instead of hanging left, we're actually just going to hang a hard right. And then in this, we're going to go inside this house for note number 39. In this, we're going to, come on, there we go. Dresser here in the bottom drawer, note number 39. Alright, so I'm out looking over the big area. The staircase, giant staircase is on our right. But if you got the last collectible, you should be up here, actually. You can see the staircase there in that house. We're going to take a left, and we're just going to start walking down. And now this one I messed up a little bit, but because I didn't turn on my flashlight. As long as there's no Wendingos around, you can just drop down and go straight across into this house. This is the back way to get it, and it's actually a lot safer. So go through this house, and you're going to be behind the house, take a right. And then I was looking to the right at that toilet. I don't remember why. But no, we're actually going into the house that we were just looking at. There we go. And on your left is going to be the cabinet with note number 40. Alright, so after all of these, you're just going to find this hill with the wires. You just passed a red street light. This one is easy to miss because it doesn't look like you can go into it. But take a left, you can go into this house here, and you're going to find Vox number 28 just posted on the door here.
We have this superpower of creativity. Can't take 2 hours and be...
Alright, so you just passed the burning piano. Ragman's going to chase you. Just keep going across. This is the last note. And it's actually really easy to miss if you don't have your flashlight on. I missed it. The first time I played through, I got like almost all of them. I missed this one. You're going to see it, and it's distracting because you have batteries on the right here. But actually, on the post just to the left, you can even see it right now. Right there is the note. So it's on the bridge, and there's the last note, note number 41. And so now you're going to want to look up to see this big archway. It's after a cutscene and everything. When you see that archway, you're going to pass under the archway, up a little bit of stairs. This one is easy to miss too because of how washed out all the colors are. And you're going to want to make sure you can swing left. You're going to end up doing a full 180. Swing left, and you're going to see the last chest with Vox number 27. And there's my collectible guide. Please leave constructive criticism in the comments. And this is the Strategic Gamer, and I hope it helps.